Well, good afternoon. I'm told this may be has the potential to be the shortest bill signing in the history of the city. It would be great if we managed to do that, actually. I don't think it's anything controversial. The first of two bills before us today is introductory number 967, sponsored by council members Brewer, who's with us, Chin, Gonzalez, James, Mendez, Recchia, Williams, Rodriguez, Jackson, Landa, Van Bremer, Van, Drum, Lappin, Garodnik, Barron, Gennaro, and Greenfield. Introductory number 967 authorizes the Department of Housing, Preservation, and Development to order property owners to correct an underlying condition which is causing a violation of the Housing Maintenance Code or multiple dwelling law. HPD is charged with ensuring residences throughout the city are safe and habitable, and while the overwhelming number of property owners maintain their properties adequately, there are instances where property owners are ordered to correct the violation, typically relating to mold or water leaks, and they only correct the surface condition and not the underlying cause, which results in violations being issued repeatedly and the problem never really being solved. Introductory number 967 authorizes HPD to order a property owner to correct an underlying condition that has caused the violation. If a property owner fails to make the repairs, HPD will take appropriate enforcement actions against the owner. And I would like to thank HPD Commissioner Matthew Wambua and his staff for working this bill along with the Office for Legislative Affairs, and thank the City Council for approving this legislation. And now we have one City Councilwoman who I would bet a lot of money wants to say something. Councilwoman.
Thank you very much, Mr. Mayor. I want to thank certainly the Commissioner, but also, Vito Masutula, who is the Deputy Commissioner, is the one who makes all good things at HPD happen. And I think you should see when he comes to the City Council meetings, he gets a standing ovation.
I know. I've known his brother for longer than he's known his brother.
So that's a wonderful
family.
Older. What a great family. Anyway, we're very happy about this underlying conditions bill, and I think we all know that sometimes conditions such as damaged roofs or broken pipes can lead to water leaks and hazardous situations, not just in Sandy, but all year long. And certainly some landlords make the repairs, but some only do patchwork repairs on apartments. And I think one of the number one calls we get is we have a leak. The roof is really the problem. It's not getting fixed. The leak continues. HPD has to go back and back and back. 311 calls get made and the problem doesn't get fixed. And I think this bill will solve that problem. HPD thinks about 100 buildings per year will be the target of their efforts. The ones that have repeat violations, they're going to stay away from the buildings that are already in other programs. And I can tell you that I think there's a lot of excitement about this utilization of this bill. I certainly want to thank Speaker Quinn. She mentioned this in the State of the City in her address last year. Rob Newman, Alex Potasnik, Baba Hunt, Laura Rogers, Ed Atkin, and Amy Stokes from the Speaker's office, Will Crowgrove from our office. And it's always great to work with my colleagues, but most especially with HPD. Thank you very much, Mr. Mayor.
You're welcome. Would anybody like to add anything? Vito? No. Anybody else? If not, I'll sign the bill.
So is his brother as great as he is?
Well, yeah.
Ladies come. Everyone who's
24th?
Today is the 24th, yes.
Your brother is also one. Thank you.
The final bill before us today is introductory number 995, sponsored the request of our administration by Council members Recchia. Councilmember Recchia, introductory number 995 extends the date for the submission of the preliminary budget to the City Council to February 7th and extends the date for the submission of the primary management budget to the City Council to February 22nd. Introductory number 995 also makes corresponding adjustments for the other charter-mandated actions required during the preliminary budget process. This action is necessary so that the city can more fully assess its fiscal outlook before submitting the primary budget. And I'd like to thank the Office of Management and Budget and the Office of City Legislative Affairs for their work. Would anybody like to say anything, add anything? I will sign the bill.
Say that. Budget will be released on Tuesday, the 29th.
Anyway, here they are. Thank you, everyone.
Is there an intern in the House Press Office would like to?